Welcome, my name's Ryan, and I'm representing Team A, and we want to thank you in advance for listening to our presentation as to why we think Amazon should launch a business within the Canadian financial sector. The first thing we'd like to review with you are the market needs and trends. There's three key market trends that we'd like to discuss, and the first is trust. With fake news and privacy/data breaches or misuse becoming an extremely prevalent topic within our modern society, consumers are becoming more attuned to risk and the importance of who they trust with their information. The second trend is that consumers continue to desire simplicity, which is something that traditional banks often miss on. Customer focus groups confirm that consumers expect to spend a maximum of 30 minutes opening a new bank account, even though modern appointments at a branch are booked for 45 minutes to an hour. Furthermore, consumers expect that once they provide information to banks, they shouldn't need to provide it again. And that's something that banks are currently missing on when it comes to a simplicity perspective. However, even simplicity is no longer enough. Consumers want purposeful personalization that is conveniently available as they need it. Consumers think their banks should be the most empowered and knowledgeable to meet their lifestyles and capable of being ready with solutions that meet their needs before they ask, but this is currently not the case. The third consumer trend is technology. Consumers have a consistent desire to have the latest and greatest technology, and even more so, they expect their user experience to be intuitive, efficient, and friendly. Consumers are always seeking better ways to connect their digital and natural world and are therefore open to banking with an organization that can provide this. With Amazon Prime Bank, customers will enjoy easy, simple to use online banking, personalized solutions that use secure data to deliver customer needs, inexpensive solutions, exceptional customer service, and 24-hour convenient access to funds. Our mission is to strive to offer our customers the lowest prices and the best available services that meet their lifestyle needs with the utmost convenience. From a key organizational objectives perspective, there's three we'd like to highlight, and the first is to grow Amazon's family of customers by providing easy access banking and user-friendly payment methods that better connect lives. The second is to lead an acquisition by disrupting the Canadian banking industry by delivering the best technology and consumer experience. And the third is to drive cross-sell of other Amazon services and stimulate organizational growth. We've conducted a high-level SWOT analysis, of which a few examples are that a strength is that we'll have the endorsement of Amazon's name and brand, known globally. A weakness is that Canadians in more mature life stages may not be willing to bank online. An opportunity is that the Canadian banking competition is less diverse and intense than in the United States. And a threat is that changes in technology will require continued software updates in order to stay ahead of evolving fraud and cybercrime. From a competitive landscape perspective, Canadian banks are currently ruled by what's known as the Big Five, but also there's a second tier level of competition, which includes specifically Tangerine and Simply Financial, who both offer online banking services. In terms of our product offering, we're recommending Wave 1 within the initial launch offer an online bank account, including a debit card that's sent out to the customer once they go online and sign up. And Wave 2 will be when we introduce supplementary products such as personal lines of credit that are attached to their banking account, almost acting like an overdraft, and are available for use with online shopping. This will be available in Canada initially and then eventually expand to across North America. In order to truly understand our target market, we've identified it as the online banking market, but then applied demographic, behavioral, and attitudinal approaches to understand deeper. Our primary demographics will be 18 to 34-year-olds, of which 65% they said they'd be willing to switch banks for a technology powerhouse like Amazon or Facebook, and 35 to 54-year-olds of which 50% confirmed that they would do the same. Our primary demographic behaviors and attitudes must be comfortable with banking online, value shopping online, value reward programs, and value simplicity, convenience, and personalized solutions. Our primary demographics make up 14.8 million individuals within the overall Canadian consumer base, and with an average net income before tax value of $68 per account, this represents a total opportunity for Amazon of $100 million of a full year NIBIT contribution if we can capture a market sum of 10% of that primary demographic. Once we applied demographic, behavioral, and attitudinal approaches to our target market, we've been able to identify four priority segments that we'll focus on. The first is students, the second are the young workforce, the third is the midlife or more established workforce, and the fourth is newcomers to Canada, which actually represent the highest growing cohort within the overall Canadian consumer base and are a quick and easy acquisition win as they require new bank accounts after entering the country. These four segments represent 98% of the overall target market base. An overview of the financials tells us that of the 14.8 million target market, if Amazon can capture 10% of that market share with an annual $68 per account NIBIT, this launch will break even after year 3, and that doesn't include or take into consideration supplementary products and solutions we can launch in that time frame, nor does it take into consideration the opportunity of cross-sell between Amazon services from the new acquisition base that we're acquiring. It does take into consideration a $10 million estimated launch cost, as well as both variable and fixed expenses on acquisition costs and payroll necessary to service this new customer base.
Our product we've already talked about in some detail, but the price of that product will be $3.99 per month or $39 annually. This is a subscription type model which is new to the Canadian banking marketplace. The customers will also have a 50% discount offered for existing Amazon Prime members. This will be delivered in the Canadian marketplace and strategically to the target market that was previously discussed. From a marketing organization perspective, roles and relationships will stay on the highest level within the Amazon Inc. parent company of Amazon Prime Bank, as well as there'll be a layer of existing senior vice presidents as they exist today within the Amazon company. And from there is where it would roll out from a support mechanism to a hierarchy that will include the Amazon Prime Bank launch in Canada. We've laid this out for you in the slide in front of you, and we look forward to hearing your feedback from the overall presentation of the launch of Amazon Prime Bank within the Canadian banking sector. Thank you.